Hey, let me ask you something, because again, you had some fantastic video there of what's going to happen, especially with your enablers and so forth. And as we go deeper and deeper to find new sources of hydrocarbons, that's a lot of opportunities, but that also has a lot of risks with it. And of course, it's environmental risk, the impact on marine life. Do you think the technology is in place so you can mitigate that risk? And if not, what else needs to be done?
Well, after the Macondo accident, the whole drilling industry, or how we were thinking, before this, we focused on safety, but it was a lot on safety on the top side and on equipment so that you didn't squeeze your finger and things. Yeah. The whole industry now is focused on the well control and making sure that nothing like happened in Macondo will ever happen again. So it's much more focusing on the well and make sure that we have control over it. If it's a high pressure, we can close it in fast. And also a lot of the, well, again, back to automation, they want to, for example, close the BOP automatically, so you're not depending on the operator to actually push the button and close it. Because if it had been closed sooner, this may not have happened, we never know that. But it's a lot of things that, how can we make it much safer and mitigate risk? And I use my iPhone as an example. I get a lot of spam mail, delete, 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 delete. And then finally I get an email from my boss, and you don't want to delete that one. And it's exactly the same. When you have so much to monitor and watch for, you suddenly don't see the important message that you get from the system, because you have so much alarms and so much going on. But you need that one message. You do need to understand, and you do need to act on it. And I think automation can help on that. Yeah.
I would like to follow up, because we have a tendency to learn a lot from incidents and accidents. And following the Macondo, of course, we're concentrating on well. Well, I would guess that the next big thing will not be a well incident. It will be something else. So I think to understand the complexity of major accident risk and to manage that and foresee the unforeseen is where we need to emphasize. Not to sort of ruin the party for going into new frontiers. Quite the opposite. Invest in understanding the risk holistically, not only the technical part of it, but holistically. What does this really require us to do? Training, yes, training first-line operators, one thing. Training the organization, training the managers in making the right decisions at the right time to be able to go to new frontiers and push the borders. I think that's important.
Sturla opened this conference today by saying that 70% of the Earth is ocean. Yeah. And I think there is so much that is still undiscovered. And I think we have exciting times ahead of us in order to find and discover and extract what we can do from the seabed and underneath the seabed. And I think it is important to remember that what was once unconventional, like North Sea and all the deep drilling holes we are doing today, is today conventional. And we have the shale gas and oil, and we get the question all the time: are we afraid of that? I think that is. I think it's a good thing, and it gets the industry to think and rethink what we have done so far. And I think that we can marinize that as well. We can get it into offshore eventually, because there are the same kind of rocks under the seabed. So shale gas and oil can also be from the offshore.